Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Denise, and this is Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, where we chat about counted cross stitch. And lately, I've been throwing in a little bit of Here Comes the Angel because he thinks it's time to eat, and it isn't. I've been throwing in some crochet because I've been crocheting lately, but today it's going to be all about cross stitch. Happy April. Thank you for tuning in. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram as Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. I'd love to have you and chat with you over there. Let's see. What have I been up to? Let's see. I think I mentioned on my last video that I was coerced into watching season 6 of Love is Blind. And so the girls came over, my daughter and granddaughters came over, I think it was like the Friday before Easter. And I asked them, do you want to watch Love is Blind from the beginning? And we did. And oh my God, they didn't leave my house until like 4:30 in the morning. It was wonderful. They were so hooked. And so that was just a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun. That guilty pleasure thing. I love it. And so then, of course, Easter Sunday was a couple of days later, and I did cook, and Desiree brought some macaroni and cheese, and we had a really good time. And so that happened. And I hope that if you celebrated Easter, I hope that it was everything that you expected. It's funny because, you know, I was tempted to color some eggs, but then I didn't. And I honestly think a part of it was because of the late night on Friday night that I kind of ran out of motivation. So I didn't color any eggs, and we didn't have any candy. So, you know, that was fine. I mean, the girls got their basket, so that was fine. I didn't need any candy. Let's see. And then, of course, on Monday, we had a total eclipse of the sun. And here in North Carolina, at least where I am, it was partial. So, you know, that was, you know, very, 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 very interesting. And I can recall the last solar eclipse. We were actually in Disney World at the time. And if I can remember correctly, I believe we were in Animal Kingdom. And I just thought, I really have some excellent core memories from that. Because, you know, we took umbrellas to the park with us that day. Oh my gosh, I tell you, sometimes I wonder about us. We took umbrellas to the park that day so that we would not be tempted to look up at the sun while we were in the park. And so, I don't know, I just got a thing in me where as the eclipse was happening, you know, I just kept saying, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. And so, as people would just walk by, I would just declare to them the sky is falling. And it was a really good time. And I think at some point, someone gave us glasses. It's hard to remember. I just remember we were there, and it was a great time. It was a great time, guys. So I'm still watching Shogun, still enjoying it. It's going to be over in a couple of weeks. I'm still a big fan of that. I've been watching Ozark, which I don't know if I told you I've been watching Ozark. I'm watching it on Netflix. And if you're interested, Ozark is a series that kind of proves that money won't make you happy. Money will not make you happy. And you kind of learned that in the very first episode. I want to thank you all for your wonderful comments. I love reading and responding to comments, and I just really enjoy the interaction. So thank you for that. And I like to go over the questions and comments in the beginning of the video so that we are kind of all on the same page about what's going on in this community. I wanted to first thank you for your response to the poncho that I made. Thank you so much, guys. That, you know, it just does my heart so good when I get those types of compliments. So I really appreciate it. Now, Dana had a question about fall harvest, which I will put a photo of I'll put a photo of it here so you can see what we're talking about. So the fabric is a fabric flare fabric, which means that it is printed. There's words all over this fabric and they're printed on. And so Dana wanted to know if I wash it, will the words come off? Because I did mention that I was planning to wash that one once I was finished stitching it. And so I have never washed fabric flare fabric before. But I feel pretty confident in the fact that since it was printed, I don't think it's gonna wash off at all. I'm feeling pretty confident about that. So if you have stitched and on fabric flare fabric and you've washed it, can you check in and let us know? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just not there yet. But I just want to know if you've had that experience. Let us know in the comments. So if you're ready, now we're going to talk about stitching. Okay. So my last video was 12 days ago, not quite 2 weeks. And so I stitched for 6 days. And I stitched on 4 projects. So that means that unless I just ramble on and on and on, I'm kind of thinking this is going to be a pretty short video. Okay, so let's start with whips because I don't have any finishes or starts this week. So let's just go on and start with the whips. And so the first one is Always Love You by Stitch Life. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And I will put a photo here of where it was the last time I shared it. And here it is now. Now, this was a kit that I won from Kelly at Don't Run With Scissors. I love this project so much, and I just think that it's the colors, the color combination that is going on here that I absolutely love. I'm stitching it on 18 count hand-dyed Aida with the kitted DMC. There's only 3 colors. This is how far I've gotten. And this is me stitching it for 3 out of the 6 days. So I've got 3 more days, and I'm feeling really good about the fact that I may have a finish here. This may be a finish the next time you see it. So that's Always Love You. The next thing that I worked on was Wintertime by It's So Emma for Fact Water Shop. So cute. I love the animals. This is it's just absolutely adorable. And this was a Stitch Quarterly project that, yeah, I just had to go ahead and start this. I do not have a before photo of this one, so I will show you where it is now. Angel's sitting on my stuff. And here's where it is. And I believe that since I saw you last, I probably only stitched on each of these things for one day, honestly. So there it is. And this is being stitched on 14 count minty green opalescent Aida using the Call for DMC and Classic Colorworks. Okay, and this is from the Stitch Quarterly of December of 2023. I stitched on this, let's see, what are my stats on that one? For 4 out of the 6 days, so I still have 2 more days that I want to stitch on this before I send it away, before it goes bye-bye. Sorry for the table shaking. As I said, Angel's right here. Uh-oh, he's grabbing my poncho. Stop, no. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can wrangle this cat into He knocked it on the floor. Is he gonna bother it? If he's not gonna bother it, I can get it later. Welcome to the Angel Show. I'm gonna grab him. Come here. Come on. Come on, say hi to Flosstube since you're in here causing all kinds of issues. He's so huge now. Say hi. Look at the camera. He's not happy. Goodbye. Goodbye, Angel. He wants to eat, but it's not time for him to eat. So he's really making a nuisance of himself right now. Okay. Enough of Angel Cam. The next thing that I stitched on was Christmas Shelf by Riolis that was gifted to me, excuse me, by Memphis Sarah E. And it was the whole kit. Okay. And here's where it was the last time I shared it with you. And this is what it looks like now. Again, I think I only stitched on this for a day. Maybe only a day. But that's okay because I did have a section over here that I had to frog out because I started completely in the wrong place. I should not have started it over here. So I took all of that out. And here's where it is now. It's being stitched on 14 count flaxen Aida with wool acrylic thread. And so let me just say that this Riolis kit, and probably all, and I just wasn't aware of it, is very similar to what I feel like a Dimensions kit would be. Because some things are stitched with 1 strand, some with 2, some with 3. Now, it's a good thing that I had started in the wrong place and had to frog it out because, of course, I looked at the instructions again, and where I was using 3 strands, I was making an X when it seems as if when you're using 3 strands, you need to just be doing a half a stitch. Half stitch? Yeah. 10th stitch. So I'm glad that I caught that. I'm glad I caught it. Also, Paula from Stitching in High Heels, hi Paula, wants to know if, okay, hold on. I have notes here, but I can't read them. First of all, I met Paula at the Queen City Stitch Retreat last year, and we are planning to spend some time with each other again together this upcoming October. And so she wants to know what I think about the wool acrylic threads. So, Paula, they are a lot easier to work with than I expected. And I was warned, Sarah warned me that I probably would need a needle threader. If you can believe it, I don't own a needle threader. I don't own one. I think I just, as a matter of fact, I think I just ordered one, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But I'm finding no problem whatsoever stitching with these threads. So, it's almost like stitching with Floss, if you've ever stitched with Floss, which I also enjoy. So, if you are hesitating to either purchase a Reolist kit or start stitching on a Reolist with the wool acrylic threads, don't be afraid. Just go ahead. Go ahead and give it a try. I'm having no problem with these threads whatsoever, and I actually kind of like them. Okay. All right. So, the last thing that I stitched on was African American Father Christmas by Alma Lynn. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And I love it a lot. Here's where it was the last time I showed it to you. And here is where we are now. I feel like I got quite a bit done in the hat, in Santa's hat. And then I started working on this star, and I'm using Petite Treasure braid for the star. And this part of the treasure braid, I stitched this no problem. Then I went to pull another piece of treasure braid off, and I am totally unable to thread my needle. That is what prompted me to go ahead and order some needle threaders, because I feel like there's just no point in spending that amount of time trying to thread a needle when there are tools that people can use. So I have some on the way. This is where this is at this time. Let's see. I stitched on this. Hold on, let's see what I have going on here. Where am I? Oh. Okay, oh yes. I stitched on this for 7 days. And now it's going back into the whips. I really wanted to get a lot more done, but I think when I started, I think I only had this done. So I made it all the way to the top of the chart and got a lot filled in here. So I'm happy with that. So this is going to go back into the whip pile until next time that it is called. All right. Oh, I'm stitching it on 32 count platinum Lugana. Okay. Now, I am going to, okay, so part of what I do with my whip rotation is I choose a certain amount of whips that I need to work on before I get a new start from my, my collection of charts. And so, that was, I think, because I didn't write this down, but I think that was number 3 of 7 whips. So the next whip that I'm going to be working on in its place is going to be Santa's snack. And I'm just going to show you, I'm sure I have a photo of the completed thing somewhere. If I could find it, I will insert it. But I'm going to show you where it is now. This is where it is now. Believe me, this is almost done. It's almost done, as you can see. This is by, let me pull out the card. This is by Madam Ice. Stitching it on 28 count wheat Lugana with mostly the card for DMC. If I didn't have the DMC, I substituted you know, for what I did have in my stash. So I'm going to be working on this, and I'm gonna stitch on this for 4 days. And of course, the hope is to get it finished. I can't see why I can't get this finished in 4 days. There are some snowflakes around, and then we just have to do the rest of his clothing. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to get as close as I possibly can. I'm aiming for a finish, y'all. Aiming for a finish. Santa's Snack by Madam Ice. Okay. So, I have made a few investments in my future stitching happiness. Not many. I am really currently on a little bit of a slowdown. I'm going to say a slowdown. I am really trying not to buy anything, any charts right now, but I'm not restricting it to like a total no buy for charts. I mean, if I absolutely love it, I'm going to get it. And you'll see that with this purchase that I made. Because I had to have it. It is called My Cross Stitch Doll by Susan Bates. I had to have it. I have been thinking about how I used to love playing with paper dolls and wondering, oh wow, I wonder if I could come up with some kind of cross-stitched paper doll situation. Well, this kind of fits the bill for me. I love it so much. These dolls are two-sided. You stitch the front and the back. And I am so excited about this book. I don't know when I'm going to start making these dolls, but I am definitely going to give it some deep thought to see if I want to start sooner rather than later. There's a part in here where you can actually switch out their clothing. Here's a sample of the stitched front and back of Ruby. I love it. This is right up my alley. I love dolls. I've always loved dolls. So to cross stitch a doll or two sounds like heaven to me. So I got that. And that's all that I purchased. So we are going to talk about giveaways now, okay? We have some giveaway winners from the last video. And this is what they are. I have this going in all kinds of directions. Okay. Okay. So I was giving away this Simply Science pattern, Summertime, and Chicken Club, Hank. And the winner of this is Southern Blue Skies 631. Southern Blue Skies 631, congratulations. Please send me an email at designmars1@gmail.com to let me know that you are a winner and give me your mailing address so I can put this in the mail for you. The next thing we had was Star Spangled Ornaments. And the winner of this is Kelly at Don't Run With Scissors. Kelly, please get in touch with me and I will put this in the mail for you. Okay. And the third thing was Patriotic Typeface. And the winner of this is Linda Pisatola. Hi, Linda. Send me an email and I'll put this in the mail for you. So those were really, really good. Congratulations, all of you. And so this week I have some more giveaways for you. And the rules for giveaways is please do not use the word giveaway or free or prize anywhere in your comment. Please be over the age of 18 so that you could legally give me your mailing address. Please be a subscriber, and please be in the US so that I can actually afford to mail this to you. I will eventually be doing a giveaway where I will be able to include all of my viewers from all over the world. Thank you for your patience with that and your understanding. I really appreciate you for that. Okay, so this week's giveaways are Crinkle Crinkle. Okay. I'm going to do 4 separate giveaways. The first one is for Be In My Bonnet Stitch Card Set Q by Lori Hope. And if you are interested in winning this, the word, please use the word doily in your comment. D-O-I-L-Y. And because look at that pretty doily. Not pretty. All right. Okay. Let's make sure we don't get everything all mixed up. The next thing is the number 6 of 12 in the Chicken Club, and this is Prudence. If you're interested in Prudence, please use the word chicken somewhere in your comment. The next thing is the Stackables for June. Stackables. If you're interested in this chart, please use the word shell, S-H-E-L-L, anywhere in your comment. And the last thing is Seasonal Stitchy Stars. And this, my friends, is a quilt pattern. So if you are interested in winning this quilt pattern, please use the word quilt anywhere in your comments. I will be using the random comment picker and choosing a winner that way. So good luck, everybody. Thank you so much for participating. I really, really do enjoy doing giveaways. Thank you so much. Okay. So I have a couple of shout outs. One is Laura at Stitching by the Shore. If I mention someone, I will link their channel in the description box below. Laura, I'm sure so many of you are watching her already, but if you're not, please do. And she mentioned my video that I did on Flosh. So, as I said, go and give Laura a look if you already are not subscribed to her. And I will also include the link for my Flosh video in the description box below. Thank you so much for that, Laura. And then we have Andy Crow Stitcher. I watched her Flosstube #1. But Andy, did I say Crow Stitcher? Okay, Crow Stitcher. But Andy is kind of a pro at this because she also streams on Twitch. So go and give her a watch, see what you think, and subscribe. What are my plans coming up? Well, one day this week, because I forgot to write that down what day it was, it's going to be my 5th YouTube anniversary. I can't believe I've been doing this for 5 years, y'all. But I appreciate you all, and you are the reason that I continue to do this. You're the reason. There's no other reason that I continue to do this besides the fact that I love interacting with all of you. I will be back in 2 weeks with my next video. I hope I can get some more stitching done than I got this time. But, you know, I think that a short and sweet video every now and then is not harmful. It's not a bad thing. And I just want to point out that I want to thank you for buying me a coffee. There is a link in the description box below if you are interested in supporting the channel. It is not mandatory in any way, but thank you so much for those of you who do. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. And please don't forget to hit the bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And please do leave me a comment. Here are some words of inspiration to help inspire you through the next couple of weeks. You will always have problems in life. Learn to enjoy life while solving them. See you next time. Bye.